I've been doing YouTube and Snapchat for a while. And it was only like 4 months ago I decided to start making content on Snapchat because a lot of people said that I could do something with that. And I started to rack up a whole bunch of followers from Snapchat, and I ended up hitting like 300 subscribers last month due to the fact that people were enjoying my content. But Snapchat, I hate to say this, but now you and me have beef. And I'm not talking about the viewers on Snapchat. I'm talking about the policy team on Snapchat that calls themselves the health and safety team. Moral of the story, you got called out and you were being freaking petty. And I say that at the beginning because I'm going to bring this back at the end of this video and say the same thing. But first, I'm going to explain the context of why I said that was the moral. And I don't think you're going to like where this is going.
Last night, I uploaded the Snapchat dilemma.
Now, I would understand, and I don't really mind the fact that it doesn't get a lot of views because I only got like 303 subscribers on YouTube. And I'm fine with getting just a little bit of views, but this is where I think y'all come in. And then y'all wanted to play it off like y'all had nothing to do with this. And that part's a theory. Y'all had to have been one of the views after I posted the information on that. And just a quick summary of that video, it was talking about how like I lost 1,000 followers because they were losing their accounts and their subscriptions and their personalized ads that they get paid for, and that y'all were taking down my videos that had absolutely no right to be taken down because they never violated the guidelines. And I'm pretty sure y'all were one of the viewers for that video. Like, y'all had to have seen the whole Snapchat dilemma video. And this is where this shit really gets pretty sketchy.
Again, last night, I uploaded the video, and this afternoon, I noticed an age-restricted video requested by Uploader Tag. And the only thing I have to say about that is I did not request that.
Now, before I go any further, I don't want to be that type of guy with a narrative that jumps around and says, these people are being freaking favoritists. I don't want my channel to be wrapped around that. But when I saw that, I was thinking to myself, I never requested that. And I don't know anybody else that could have hacked my account just to put that there. So here's what I do next.
So I tagged YouTube in it talking about how we need to talk about an age restriction on the video, and I was waiting for YouTube to maybe give an answer.
So then not too long after that, I find out they're looking into the situation. They're trying to figure out why it said age restricted, and I told them I didn't request that, and I only got a notification about it when I logged into YouTube and checked the notifications there. I didn't get an actual phone notification about this. So they're looking at it, and I step off a little bit to, watch some YouTube movies. I don't think about it, and then that's when my entire phone crashes. So I go back into YouTube. I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe this isn't so bad. I go back and check all my favorites in my playlist. All my YouTube movies are still there. I check my own personal videos, and I go back and check the video that I posted last night, the Snapchat dilemma, and the tag is gone. Like the tag is just completely gone, and I don't know why.
So to my surprise, Team YouTube actually reached out, and they were thanking me for reaching out. They were asking if that's the one that they were talking about. I didn't even send them the link. They found it. And so I give them an update like, hey, the restriction was removed. If y'all had anything to do with it, thank you. And they're like, glad to hear it's resolved. If you think your account's compromised, set up two-step verification.
And to my surprise, Face ID is now connected to Google for two-step verification. So I thought, yeah, that'd be the better idea, because what if somebody gets my password, or they figure out my phone number and they hack into it from those two sources? I don't know how, but what if let's root that as a possibility. My face, they're going to need my entire face for Face ID for my two-step verification on my Google. So I was pretty happy I could do that. Then here's the part that really comes into play that I just don't understand. This never happened at all. And I cannot confirm 100% that YouTube put the age restriction on there, because I certainly didn't. I was at work most of the day. I could not be on my phone to take the time to do that. But what I can confirm is that YouTube was fully responsible for identifying the situation and removing the restriction, because this didn't come off of my channel until I had to address this to YouTube. That's a problem. This is why I think Snapchat played a huge part in that. I'm not saying they hacked my account, but they had to have done something negative towards that video to cause it to be identified with age restriction. Even if it said uploaded by a user, I had no control over that because I didn't do that. And that request of age restriction came in around I think 4 in the afternoon. And I was already at work. There's no way I could have done that at all. So then I start feeling sketchy about this whole thing. I'm okay, I know for a fact that YouTube had nothing to do with applying it, but I know fully that they had to have been the ones to remove that. And then I get a DM from somebody. Due to privacy reasons, I'm not at liberty to just give their name out, but he is not a YouTube representative per se, but he helped me to identify something that might have happened. He told me that something like this could have happened before with a different account and a different content creator. And he tells me that he is giving me an unprofessional opinion. And he tells me that he thinks all this is a bunch of bullshit, and that Snapchat had to have been the source for something like that. They may not have gotten control of my whole channel on YouTube, but they had to have driven some motivation or inspiration or worked the way to get me an age restriction tag and then play it off like the main channel holder held up his choice to bring up request the age restriction. Oh no, now he's getting into it. Hold on, let's see what's going on. Now YouTube's got to clean up Snapchat shit and take the tag off, and I have to thank them for cleaning your shit up. That's the part that really pisses me off. And somebody from YouTube thought this whole thing was a little bit sketchy, and they thought that the source of this controversy is coming from Snapchat. That's a problem when somebody from a different corporation, a different platform is trying to tell you that your platform is a bunch of bullshit, and somebody there is pulling the strings. Somebody from Snapchat is pulling the strings, and you don't want to answer for it, and you give me no answer. I just want you to know right now that they also told me they'd be viewing this video. The person from YouTube who DM'd me for this said that they were going to be viewing this video to see if they can try to help in some way. And if they can find it, after I give basically all of the context, that they were going to see if they not fully help, but provide some insight on what the hell they think is going on and what the hell you guys are doing over there at Snapchat. Because y'all have a policy team, but y'all call it the health and safety team. And there's not really a whole lot of safety and help or healthy decisions coming from y'all's end. So I'll go back to check at my videos to see if anything might have changed there. And what do you know? They changed the freaking limited reach tag from inauthentic or fraudulent behavior like I shown on Twitter, and they changed it to a harmful URL. That's what they changed the limited reach tag for.
This right here is a tweet I sent out where they said inauthentic or fraudulent behavior, and they changed the tag to unsafe URL. They removed it and altered it with unsafe URL.
Now, I know it's a very serious allegation when you call somebody a favoritist. And for the people that don't know what that is, think of the word racist. Is somebody being judgmental on you because you race? In this definition, a favoritist is somebody who goes after the good people that they like and be like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna put you on the spotlight. You're going to get the views and the likes you want. And then when you get enough, you're going to get to have your own personalized ads, and you can get paid for that. And then they take the good people that they just don't like, the people who are posting content that may be blunt, but it's the truth and it's not hurtful. And they're like, oh man, I don't like that. You know what? Let's keep them going. Oh God, look, there he is again. He's posting something. That's a favoritist. And like I said, I know it's a serious allegation to put like favoritist on somebody and call them that. But when my videos are constantly getting banned over and over, that's ridiculous. For like no reason at all. And then you're calling YouTube an unsafe URL. And I have seen other content creators put their YouTube links in their snaps and put them on the spotlight, and I can see all that. You didn't ban them, because if you did, I would not have been able to see it. You didn't put limited reach on their videos because I'm still seeing it. So basically, my theory is this. Y'all didn't like what happened. That I called y'all out on YouTube yesterday, and I called you out on Twitter. And so somebody from YouTube gave me their insight. And somebody from my moderation team on Snapchat gave me their insight, and they said the same thing that the YouTube insightful person gave. The same thing. They gave the same thing out and said, look, I think all this is a bunch of sketchy shit, and they do believe that Snapchat is coming after me. And that's why I've been calling y'all favoritists, because I've seen a lot of explicit stuff go up. There was a video that I had posted about talking about Christians. And I was talking about how the fake Christians are going to come out and they're going to be like, look, God's back here. And, God looks at them, wipes them all out. And I'm sitting there laughing and looking at God erase all the people who were liars and all that. Y'all didn't take that video down. When it was religiously talking about something blunt. Blunt can be hurtful, but it's the truth. Like telling a kid that a certain somebody doesn't exist when they get to be of age, like, all right, you need to start believing in more practical things. That's kind of what I was going with that. But y'all didn't take that down. But y'all had the nerve to take down something that everyone else posts. And I don't understand it. Because y'all will do all y'all can to let a bunch of explicit content come up, and y'all will not take it down. But when y'all see my videos, y'all take my stuff down. I love how this stuff is always coming up whenever I'm not watching. But the second, I get on there and I post a video, it's immediately right there got a limited reach tag, and I don't understand it. And I'm getting tired of it. And I'm not going to be the one to do this, but you're going to do this to somebody, and they're going to go after you and pursue legal action. Now, I understand that YouTube is kind of a bigger platform. And I got to tell y'all, whoever it is that was talking to me about this and watching from YouTube, I'm singing YouTube's good graces. Because let me tell you how this plays out. YouTube had to have gone in there and stripped that age restriction away. And the fact that they contacted, and I'll tell you this, I was really surprised when I found out they sent a reply tweet for me. Because, I was wondering, with me only having 303 subscribers on YouTube, Were they even going to message me? Were they even going to talk to me? Because I'm not like a big trending YouTuber. I don't have like a million like Corey Kenshin or Moist Critical or Markiplier or, you know, other YouTubers like Jacksepticeye and other people like that. I understand I don't have a lot. But the fact that they reached out to me and talked to me about this situation, they communicated. They told me what the issue was. They didn't know how it happened, but I'm pretty sure they were the ones that swept that shit away and said, hey, look, we're the ones that are happy that it's resolved. We are the ones that are happy this is resolved. YouTube told me that. And then somebody provided an unprofessional, basically informal to YouTube kind of opinion. And then my moderator and me and him had to hop on the phone and talking about this. And they're both saying the same thing, that this is all a bunch of bullshit. And they think that Snapchat is trying to get something out on me. That's why I've been calling Snapchat favoritists. Unlike Snapchat, where they will, instead of actually try to talk to you, and I've been waiting for like an answer for like 2 months. I got tired of waiting. I kept sending in appeals over and over. So I finally called them out on Twitter. And my theory is this. I think they were being really fucking petty. And they went in and didn't like what happened. So then they got to go and pull some stupid shit like put an age restriction on my video that YouTube had to come back with basically a metaphorical brush and sweep that shit off and say, I don't know how that stain got there. So basically, YouTube was taking Snapchat over their freaking knee and whipping their ass and telling them, stop messing with our people. And like I said, I understand that Snapchat isn't like as big as YouTube, but content creators can still put their content on Snapchat. And why is my Snapchat Spotlight channel being so scrutinized to the point where you're banning people for viewing me? That's just, like I said last night, that's fucking petty. And I'm having to make another fucking video about this to the point where I have to go back and check, and it's like, what the fuck? What the hell just happened within like 12 freaking hours of making something? Oh, look, I don't like what he said. Hey, everybody on the policy team at Snapchat, let's go put up an age restriction on there. Oh crap, he went to Twitter and talked about this. Hurry, take it off. And then YouTube's got to go in and be like, you know what? Let's take this out. Look, they took it off. Now I'm pissed. Let's go back to his video, his 2 videos they tried to post, and limit resend both. Fake! It's fake what you're doing. Those community guidelines that you put up, Snapchat, they're fake. And I'm sorry that I let this explode, that I got angry just now, but I've been weighing on this for a while, and their whole community guidelines is a bunch of bullshit to basically keep me down, and I don't think I've had any other Snapchat content creator going through this issue, and it's literally clean, sometimes funny, but sometimes blunt messages that I give out, and I can see other Snapchat content creators putting that same shit out and they're not getting their videos banned, and I know they're not because the limit reach on there would have taken down their content, and I'm scrolling through all the same videos with the same sound, and they're all using the same thing with remixes and shit, and I can't believe that my Snapchat content creation channel is being so scrutinized that I have to go back through this over and over with you, to the point where I have to go to Twitter to ask YouTube why the hell one of my videos got age restricted, or at an attempt, and then it was looked at to like play off that I'm the one that requested it. My theory on that is, I know for a fact YouTube had to have cleaned that up, but I am not 100% certain that Snapchat did not issue that, because while that was going on, miraculously The reason for the limit reach on Snapchat on 2 of my videos was it contained an unsafe URL, and before that it just magically switched to unsafe URL from inauthentic or fraudulent behavior. I'm tired of the shit that they're doing. They're being favoritists. They're putting favoritism up on their entire freaking app, and I'm tired of it. I'm not leaving and I'm not backing down from this, but I gotta say one thing and one thing only, and I don't think anyone else is gonna actually pay attention to this long enough, but this is ridiculous and I gotta say it.
Again, the moral of the story is you got called out, you got caught with your pants down, and somebody exposed you.
I understand sometimes there are technical difficulties, but you got called out. And again, if we would have just communicated about why this video hits limited reach, we could have worked together. But the fact that you wanted to be petty and change the limited reach tag and say that it was something different leads me to believe that you had some kind of involvement with my video from last night getting an age-restricted tag and then played it off to make it look like I was the one that requested it. I'm just tired of all this favoritist bullshit going on, and nobody is seeing any of this happen until YouTube finally sends somebody to talk to me about it, giving me insight, and my moderation gives me some insight about it. But y'all are gonna see this now, and it's coming out of my mouth, and I gotta say this. There is some shady shit going down on the Snapchat Spotlight team, and I don't like what's happening.